Hi guys, welcome you all to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to take your measurements for your dress. That is how to couple your dress up to give you like your perfect measurements. Now we have our front block and our back block. Go ahead and place the pieces together this way. Now you take your measurements. Our bust measurement is 40 inches. You divide your measurement by 2 when you want to transfer it to your dress. Now we have 40 divided by 2, we have 20 inches. You go ahead now and place your tape measure to check what you have. So this way now we have 24 inches. We have 24 inches and our bust measurement is 20 inches. What this simply means is that we have 4 inches extra. So you go ahead and divide the 4 inches by 2. So you have 2 inches on this part and 2 inches on this part. So you go ahead now and mark your 2 inches this way. Place your tape measure here to confirm that you have your 40 inches. So by the time you check what you have here, you have extra of 2 inches. You check what you have here, you also have extra of 2 inches. Now for your bust to waist, distance between your bust to waist is 8 or 9 inches. So this is where we have our waist. This is our waistline. This is our waistline. Now on this part now, you will go ahead and mark your waist measurement. So our waist measurement is 35. We have 35 divided by 2. We have 17.5. So you go ahead now and place your tape measure this way to check what you have. So this is 17.5 here. Go ahead. This is 17.5. This is 17.5. Go ahead and mark, check how many inches you have left. So we have 5 inches left. We have 5 inches left. So you go ahead now and divide the 5 inches by 2. So you have 2.5 inches on one part, 2.5 inches on the other part. So now you go ahead and mark your 2.5. Go ahead and mark your 2.5 inches. Place your tape measure this way and mark your 17.5. Now it is better you have enough room for allowance. That is why from your calculations you are adding extra 2 inches, and you also discovered that we have 2 inches extra, and for our waistline we have 2.5 inches. So it's better you have enough room for your allowance just in case if the dress doesn't fit well. Okay, now from the waist to hip now we have 9 inches, which is distance from waist to hip. We have 9 inches. So it is at this point of our 9 inches we are going to go ahead and take our hip measurements. Now our hip measurement is 47. 47 divided by 2, we have 23.5. 23.5. Go ahead and place your tape measure this way and check where you have your 23.5. So this is our 23.5. The next thing you will do now is calculate how many inches you have left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 inches left. We have 4 inches left. Divide the inches again by 2. So we are going to have 2 inches on this part, 2 inches on this part, and 2 inches on this other part. So we'll go ahead now and mark it. We have 23.5. So we've gone ahead now to mark our bust measurements, waist, and our hip measurements. Now you go ahead and connect the lines together. Go ahead and connect the lines together. So you can see we've chalked that now. Go ahead and connect your lines together. So this is what you are going to have. So now I will go over to the sewing machine and stitch this on this line. Once I'm done with that, I'll show you guys how to cross-check your measurements on your dress to also make sure that it fits well and your measurements are accurate. So guys, you've gone ahead now to stitch it. we've gone ahead now to stitch it, and this is what we have. So for you to confirm that your measurements are accurate, all you have to do is to take your measurements again to be sure of what you have. Now what I mean by that is this: for this part where you have your bustier, you are going to make use of the back side to take your measurement. So you go ahead now and place your tape measure this way. Make sure you bring out all the edges while you are taking your measurement. So you can see that we have 20 inches, which is what we took for our bust measurements. So for our waist now, we have 20 inches. So into 2, you have 40 inches for the bust. Right now, for your waist measurements now, you go ahead, make sure you bring out the edges, and then you place your tape measure this way. We have 17.5. so 17.5, that's 35 inches. Now for the hip also, you make sure you bring out all the edges, and then you place your tape measure this way, and then you take your measurements again. So you can see what we have for our hip measurement. So this is basically how to take your measurements. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe.